Hello everyone, welcome back to my Let's Replay channel. Once again, this is Andrew T. And this is a little bit different from my usual vlogs here, with whether it's movie reviews or reviews my two games I usually do for Let's Replay. I've just been up late like I usually am, and I look on Twitter and I see something that's trending. It's apparently a YouTuber named Logan Paul. And the reason why he's trending is one of the worst things I've ever seen on YouTube. Now, full disclosure, I have not watched the entirety of his video because I don't want to give him another view on it. I've seen clips of it. I've seen overly blurred from guys that actually know how to edit their videos, edited his and blurred the actual thing. But basically what it comes down to is this. Apparently I've heard of Logan Paul a little bit, but I don't know what kind of YouTube channel he had until tonight. Apparently he's a vlogger where he vlogs every day, puts some production into it, goes different places, does different things, and apparently his personality carries him through. The reason why there's so much controversy right now is that apparently he was in Japan, and apparently he was doing a 24-hour challenge to go to this forest and spend the night there. The name of the forest is called Suicide Forest. Now, right off the bat, I don't know why anyone would want to do that, period. And then to do it just for that reason alone, for views, even if you're just 10 feet from the car park and you don't go any further than that, just to say, oh, it was scary, and we're here and we're experiencing, being in this really, really dark place, is just abhorrent on a human level. But apparently he does more than that. He goes hiking through the forest and finds a gentleman hanging from a tree. Now, if you're a normal human being with an ounce of empathy, you just say, hey, I'm not uploading a vlog today. We had an idea that we were going to do this, try to make some content out of it, realized it was not a good idea. When we went to this forest and actually found someone, we brought the police in, and we did not think it would be in good taste or good on a human level to upload a video with this sort of content in it. And if you're having these thoughts, here's the suicide hotline, and good thoughts and everything goes out to all my viewers, and leave the video at that. That's all it should have been. Anyone could have seen this coming. But because he puts out a video a day, and he did not want this to be monetized. But the problem is, if you don't want it to be monetized, then just don't put out a video. So he puts out this video. He has a disclaimer at the beginning, say, hey, it's not monetized, and if you're having issues, blah, blah, blah. And then he proceeds to show his entirety like it's a normal video of his, like any other day. And then in the middle, it shows their reactions of them coming upon this person. It's not a body, it's not statistic, it's a person. They come upon a person that has been deceased for apparently a decent amount of time. And I find it really sketchy that the cameraman, as far back as they are, has to set up a shot and sees them all to get their reaction shots, which does not feel like this was something that they just stumbled upon. It feels that this was staged, and that they found something, they set up a shot, had them come in really close for the perfect framing, and then did a reaction shot, and in a way, if that's true, that makes it so much worse, because they were laughing after they found this person, and that is a coping mechanism most people use as humor, but if it was a genuine thing, if they come upon someone and that's the first thing they do, that's one thing, but the fact that I think that they stumbled upon this poor person and then set up this shot and then had that reaction afterwards is just abhorrent to me. And on top of this, apparently, like I said, I saw a very blurred version of it. I have not seen the original. Apparently he shows the person hanging there a full shot with multiple close-ups, and the only thing blurred is the person's face. So you see his extremities have turned purple, which happens when the blood pools in whatever location that you're in. If you're laying down, it pulls on whatever location is closest to the earth. If you're standing straight up like this person was, it pulls in your feet and your hands, hence the look of purpleness in the extremities. So he takes this video, uploads it with the reaction shots and the disclaimer, and then rightly gets called out by the entire freaking world. I've looked on Twitter a little bit and went down the timeline just a bit, and 90% of it is people reacting just as I am. They're the people that can't understand why anyone would do this. And I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how big of a following he has. Apparently it's pretty big, like millions, and his demographic is pretty young. I think someone said he was 22, and his demographic is, teens to young adults and younger. To put this on there, on your channel, and apparently he had the body in the background of his thumbnail, and says this is not clickbait in his video. Just goes against everything decent that we're supposed to be, as a human race, be going towards. And it doesn't matter that it's not monetized. He knew that if he put that up, it would get tons of controversy, and his name would be all over the internet for at least a day. Which brings me back to the other point I was going to make, is that the other 10% of people on there that were defending him, because he came out with an apology on Twitter too, fairly recently. He's put it out that, hey, if you want to go read it, but I can't even repeat it. It's the most self-absorbed, not my fault. Hey, I'm not even gonna try. It's not an apology. It's basically him saying how great he is still, and that hindsight 2020 is like, no, I'm sorry, this is not hindsight. This is something you planned, that you wanted to put up, that you wanted to be something you're not, and now the storm's coming. And I sincerely hope that he loses his channel because of it. I hope YouTube does the right thing and goes, this is not the kind of content we want to put out there. I don't care what kind of message he was trying to send or what he was trying to do. This is content that was basically put up. It's like if someone on the Super Bowl decided to streak across the field on a live broadcast, and with no one having the chance to look away, except you have an audience of millions that watch every day, and you put this video out there, and apparently this is not the normal content, so no one knows what to think of it until they actually watch the video, and then they see this. So the responsibility that you have to have for the content you put out daily. I don't care if it is a daily thing. Everyone should be thinking of common sense at some point. And then the fact that he had people around him that told him this was okay. The people with him, laughing along with him on the video, on the trip. The people that looked over the video and said, oh yeah, that's a good video, let's go ahead and upload it. It just goes to show that who you have around you as well, if they're all yes men just saying, oh yeah, you have this many views, you can do nothing wrong, I'll just, hang on your coattails and hopefully we'll come out of this okay, instead of just speaking up and going, wait, this is not cool, this is not going to be how you're going to think it's going to be, and you're going to get socially ostracized for this from everyone. It just makes me sad. Because on multiple levels. One, he went to a foreign country, to this place where he obviously heard about. It looked like he staged a shot of finding this person, and then used this person without permission of him, well, obviously of him and his family, without consideration of anything other than his views. And this also comes back to mental health as well. There's a lot of people out there, especially in this day and age, where it's so easy to just put anyone down and have people pile on, that it's really hard for people to just get up every day. And then for something like this to come out where it seems so callous, it just makes me sad. I hope anyone watching this, one, agrees with me. I really hope they do, because if not, if you're a fan of Logan Paul and you're like, hey, he had an apology, he learned from his mistakes, I hope that you're younger and that you don't realize exactly what a fake apology like that was and how insincere it was. And I hope you look back and realize, oh wait, I wasn't on the right side of this. Because if 99% of the population out there thinks it's wrong, and you're defending him because you like his past content, it doesn't matter what you've done in the past, it's what you do now. You are what you do when it counts. And that's every day. That's now. It's not what you did before. It's how you wake up and what you go through every day and how you perceive yourself and how you put yourself out there. And Logan Paul failed. He has not put himself as anything but a man who, and he is a man. If you're over 18, you're an adult. You have no excuses. You're the person that is responsible, and it all comes back to you. So I'm going to stop now and just say that this is not the way I would have wanted to start 2018. This is, I think, humanity at one of its lowest points. Anyway, this is Andrew T. signing off. Hope you all have a good one for the rest of 2018.